Hello, my name is Kirioth, and I think I might play Tau now. So it looks like all those memes about Tau being bad in close combat are no longer true. Well, actually, no, they are still kind of true because they're still not going to be good in close combat. But the difference is, if the Tau in question is wearing a battle suit, they will get to shoot people in the face from point blank range. And you know what? I love me a little bit of close combat, a little bit of choppy, stompy action. Even though my Chaos Knights are largely ranged, no Imperial Knight or Chaos Knight is ever only ranged because they have giant stampy feet that do a shed load of attacks. So even though most of my stuff is kitted out with ranged weapons as opposed to going for the close combat options, you can still kick a lad to death. And I like that. I mean, the closest thing to just a fully ranged army I've ever done is the Armoured Company that I'm building at the moment. And even then, does it really count when all you really wanted to do was just build a massive column of tanks? I don't know that that counts for anything other than liking giant tanks. The thing is, battlesuits and stuff, I kind of like them, but I've never felt drawn to them. This might change that. I'll be totally honest with you. I might be randomly becoming one of those people who just jumps on something because it looks kind of good. Whether it turns out to be good, whether it turns out to be some sort of like competitive holy grail or whatever, is kind of irrelevant to me. I just like the idea of this, and I feel like it's pretty fluffy and pretty fun, to be honest. So, battlesuits. They are no longer in the realm of getting smushed because they can fight back. Not just punching with their pathetic little weedy fists, no, because battlesuit models can now make attacks with ranged weapons even when their unit is within engagement range of enemy units, but they can only make such attacks against enemy units that they are within engagement range of. So none of this sticking your gun over the top of the thing that's in your face and firing at the people behind them in a different squad. Can't do that. Which I think is totally fair enough. You're going to be more focused on the lad swinging a chainsaw or a combat knife or some sort of Drukhari implement of torture than you are with their friends, 100 feet away. That's a sensible limitation, and it does work for what it is. It does also mean that battlesuits now just get to shoot people point blank range, and I like that. I really do. Essentially, it's big guns never tire, but for battlesuits, which feels pretty thematic and pretty fun for what they are. And I managed to go off on a mild tangent without even finishing the thing. So in such circumstances, those models can target an enemy unit even if other friendly units are within engagement range of the same enemy unit. So yeah, this feels kind of fun. It feels quite fluffy. It means that battlesuits are more of a threat up close than they used to be. It gives them that kind of extra edge of not just being walked all over, they can actually fire back. Which, to be honest, if you're in a battlesuit, which is like one of the pinnacles of Tau technology, they're faster, they're more heavily armoured, they have more powerful weapons. Being completely, useless if something gets in your grill, I mean, I kind of see why that's been the case for a while, but is it that, does it fit the actual unit that much? I don't think it does. Just firing point blank and unloading weapons into the enemy as they're trying to fight you in close combat, that feels right to me personally. So there's also some changes to guns as well. So the burst cannon is Assault 6 and the flamer is Assault D6 plus 2. Which, I mean, having that guaranteed at least 3 is nice on a weapon that automatically hits the target, so that's cool. And there's also been some changes in terms of the multi-tracker and the target lock. So multi-tracker, each time a ranged attack made by the bearer targets a unit containing 6 or more models, and a modified hit roll of 6 scores 1 additional hit. Maximum 1 per model, so you're not absolutely rolling in it. And target lock, each time the bearer makes a ranged attack, the target does not receive the benefits of light cover against that attack. We also have some stratagems as well for this preview, so veteran commanders may remember that moving after shooting was a hallmark of the battlesuits of old, which, yeah, I to be honest, I didn't realise that wasn't still a thing. It's been a while since I've checked up on the Tau rules. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I faced a Tau army. I don't think I've faced one for years and years and years. Even when it comes to battle reports, I'm struggling to think of the last time I watched a battle report that had Tau in it. And I mean, I watch a fair number of battle reports, but I don't know, maybe I've just somehow skipped over them. But that used to be a thing. It used to be a thing, and well, now it's back. So really, the gap in which I didn't realise that it wasn't a thing is kind of irrelevant because now it will be again. So strike and fade, 1 or 2 command points. Use this stratagem at the start of your shooting phase. Select one Tau Empire jetpack unit from your army. You can shoot with that unit, and then it can make a normal move of up to 6 inches. That unit cannot shoot again this phase. I mean, I like it. Maneuverability and firepower all at once is what you want out of a battlesuit. That's kind of the whole point of them, isn't it? If that unit contains 5 or fewer models, excluding drones, the stratagem costs 1 command point, otherwise it costs 2, so scaling cost, obviously. And then we've got drop threat acquisition, which is 3 or 2 command points. Use the stratagem in your movement phase when a battlesuits unit from your army is set up on the battlefield using the Mantis Strike ability or the homing beacon action until the end of the turn. Each time a battlesuit model in that unit makes a ranged attack, you can re-roll the hit roll. If that unit contains 4 or more battlesuit models, this stratagem costs 3 command points, otherwise it costs 2. Again, the idea of battlesuits dropping down and absolutely annihilating everything in a hail of gunfire, just, it fits, it feels nice, I like it. I have to admit, I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with more sort of like, I guess like grimdark style painting, like a more kind of rust and weathering and like doing it proper, not the way I did my Dreadnoughts, but like lots of streaking grime and stuff like that. I'm now kind of in the back of my head wondering how a particularly like dark Tau army would look if it was mostly battlesuits. Like imagine the Farsight Enclave's colour scheme, but if it was like a really deep like blood red with lots of like chipping and rust streaks. And I mean, if you're doing Farsight, that would be the best way to do a bunch of battlesuits, obviously, so that would be a possibility. And I'm not going to say that part of me is actually kind of tempted. It feels like jumping on some sort of weird like trend, but I don't even know if it will be or is. Like it might not even be that good. It might not even change anything. It might just be like, well, okay, but they're still, I don't even know how well they do, but I don't know, just this fits better for me. This feels like something that should be a thing. It feels like battlesuits should be absolutely annihilating people up close and personal with guns. Not fighting in melee, just shooting them. Them being up close shouldn't make a difference to them being shot. And yeah, I don't know. I just really like this change. This is fun. And it's actually making me think about Tau, which, I don't know, that's not a common occurrence. I'll be honest. It's not a common occurrence. Time will tell. I'll have to speak to people who actually know. Who actually know what the deal is before I commit to some sort of stupid enclaves-based battlesuit project. I mean, what is it, 2022? Like every year, new year, new army. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do it. Or are we? What do you think of those changes? If you're a Tau player, are you happy? If you're a Tau player, are you not happy? Is there anything you would have done differently? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's like the right sort of balance for this sort of thing? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, videos, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click it if you don't want to. As always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. And if you're in the US, there's an affiliate link for Noble Knight Games, which you can also use to support the channel. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.